So good afternoon and welcome to another Propoly panel. Today we're joined by the Propoly team, who are looking very pretty in purple, I must say. So we're joined by Dale Bell, the Partnership Development Manager for Propoly. Hello, Dale. And we're joined by 𝒓𝒂𝒍𝒚, MD of Propoly. And we're also joined today by Josh Wilson, who's the Lettings Manager of Right Now Residential.
Hello.
Hello. So, Josh, before we start asking you questions, I'm just going to ask Sim, can you give us a little bit of background, Sim? Legal for Landlords acquired Propoly last year. And can you just give us a little bit of insight into what initially attracted you to the brand and how you thought it was going to complement the existing Legal for Landlords portfolio?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Joe, and thank you for being on this call as well, Josh. So with respect to looking into the Propoly, we always thought that the big CRMs would develop tenancy management software solutions and really drive these to market. So we've always been keeping an eye on that. But similarly as well, we've really loved the brand that Propoly have created, the investment that it's had from some 5+ years ago to the system it's developed today, plus the insights from industry heavyweights that have helped build it. It was an absolute no-brainer when it come to trying to build something ourselves versus acquiring it. So for us, it was a perfect fit. And obviously for our clients, it's a great fit because it fully automates the whole end-to-end deal flow superbly and compliantly. And that's why we've got great clients like Josh from Right Now Residential. And we truly believe it's best in class. And this has all been recorded, Josh, so hopefully you've got some positive things to say.
Absolutely, yeah, I really do.
Josh, so Right Now Residential, based in London, an independent agency with access to both domestic and international markets. I can see that you value clients for life is your mission statement, so which is a clear indication of the quality that your customers can expect when dealing with Right Now Residential. So could you give us a bit of background into how the need for a tenancy management solution came into being?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for inviting me on, firstly. And secondly, like, needed because the market is forever changing. I think we're one of the only industries in which the digitized and digital side of things has taken a little longer than perhaps it should have. But ultimately, we're constantly facing the updated needs of tenants wanting to make offers at properties, and us wanting to get those properties off the market as quickly as possible. And how do you do that? Well, you need to integrate it with your CRM system. Get them to pay a holding deposit and filter it all through that system so the tenant journey from start to finish is absolutely seamless, and that's what we were looking for.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, perfect, Josh. So obviously it's a highly regarded business from where you operate, and obviously in your area. And obviously you guys know exactly what you want. So what is it that caught your attention at Propoly? What stood out obviously compared to what you were currently using versus obviously since coming on board with ourselves?
Yeah, so the main thing that we thought, or certainly that I thought, so to give you a bit of background on me, I was originally a lettings negotiator. So I was really using it daily. And when I mean daily, it was like the one thing that was open for me all the time, the previous provider that we used. And the one thing that really lacked was its ability to use the offer section, which I think was absolutely fantastic. It allows you to be in the property with the tenant. They can type in the offer that they want to do. It then gets pinged across to all of the people that are connected to the system and to the landlord. The landlord can then make a very quick decision. And if accepted, it's one click of a button for it then to transfer to a tenancy. And this can all be done whilst you're in the property with them. Everything is about speed, certainly in the market that is constantly changing. It's imperative that we get the speed as quick as possible. So one thing that Propoly provided was the ability to do the offer stage, not just taken of a holding deposit. Otherwise you could just have a card transaction, which is not what we're after. We're looking for transparency as much as possible. And the other thing is we were changing CRM system to a very well-known CRM system, and we needed something that was going to integrate with that. And it did very, very well after a bit of back and forth on certain things, but it did in the end, and we're very, very pleased with it.
Yeah, great.
So I love that, the software tab that's always open, Josh. I love that.
yeah, exactly that. Like genuinely, it's on your phone. You've got the favorites. You might have, I don't know, Twitter, Instagram, and then it'd be Propoly. as well.
Yeah. So what problems has it sort of overcome for you for a software?
The main thing, I keep referring to like the speed, and the reason why, certainly in London, it is so quick. You really want people to commit to go with the property as soon as possible, because there is a constant flow of availability out there. So if they walk away from a property, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be called by another agent. So something that allows you to, one, do it in person with them, 2, do it on their phone. So, you know, you can do it on any device. You could do it on an iPad, laptop, or on their phone, full transparency. And to actually be able to take a holding deposit there and then to walk them through the referencing as well. So ultimately, what it got rid of is, on occasions, what we were previously doing, this was years and years ago, but what we were previously doing is, please come to the office, sit down, read the terms and conditions, and it was a very long process and people were unwilling to do it. So it's got over that hurdle. At the time of kind of when you execute the tenancy, it all uploads onto the system. It provides all of the compliance docs at the same time. So that kind of hassle where you have to bring everything together, as long as it's all on the CRM system in the first place, Propoly will pull it through. And at the time of execution, it gets sent over as a welcome pack to the tenants, and you know you've got the peace of mind that nothing's been missed.
Thanks, Josh.
Yep, thanks, Josh. Appreciate your time today. You've mentioned a few of the challenges that Propoly have enabled you as Right Now Residential to overcome. What do you think that your clients would say they like best about the Propoly system, so your landlords and tenants?
The tenants, it's very, very, very easy for them. Like, it's all clear, it's laid out. I know that the other places, they make it quite challenging, and it's very difficult to get past certain sections, and if you open it on a certain device, it doesn't work. And that we genuinely haven't had that here at all. With the software, it's been, no matter what device you've got on it, and no matter what card you're using, you know, it will open and it will work correctly as it should do. Landlords have visibility of offers that come through. We at the point of being executed and the signing of a contract, that's all really easy. It's very clear to see, okay, what's outstanding. This is what's outstanding. Oh, I can't sign the contract. Why can't I? Oh, that's because they haven't signed the contract, for example. It just makes everything a hell of a lot smoother, more transparent, and with that comes trust. And when the trust is there in a relationship, specifically when it comes to sales, it can be very an environment where, you know, it's seen as a salesperson is trying to get money from someone, when actually it's not. We just want to make your experience as good as possible, and that's exactly what Propoly does. It makes it seamless and very transparent.
It's like we've sort of scripted this, Josh, because if we could have wrote out your script, I think you've ticked a lot of boxes for us, but obviously 100% genuine.
Good.
No, it's very genuine. And Dale, how does what Josh has said compare to some of the other clients that you've recently onboarded onto Propoly?
Yeah, no, Sim just mentioned it there actually, and what Josh has been saying already just really echoes the feedback that we're getting across the board. The seamless transition from offer stage all the way through to executing of a tenancy. No additional needs for any multiple suppliers. Everything is just located in that one login system. The thing that we hear on a weekly, daily basis is the system is very simplified, it's efficient, it's very organized. Essentially, in a nutshell, it just removes all of the hassle of letting out a property.
Oh, good, nice one. Thanks, Dale.
Josh, I've got one last question for you, Josh. Just
see if I get this one right.
Last one, Josh.
It's an easy one, Josh. If you could pick, if you could pick one point or one feature that you think really stands out for Propoly, what would it be out of what you've covered? Or the team, not necessarily yourself. Even if what would the team say?
The team would literally be like, it's something that you can carry around with you. Obviously your iPhone, your phone, whatever it is, you can carry it around with you. And this software that is on this device will enable you to get a deal over the line, one, quickly, B, efficiently, and see with the tenant there with you, because ultimately the main thing is that the negotiators will be doing either a hell of a lot of deals, or they're up against other agents on the properties. So it's absolutely imperative that things move quickly, but they're also really easy. And if those two things aren't there, you could have something that's very quick, but people don't know what they're doing. That doesn't work. Or you can have something that is really transparent, but it takes a long time. That also doesn't work. This has both of those features together.
Perfect. That's a lot.
Yeah, no, thank you. Like I say, it's, you know, Propoly sounds like it's really got the capacity to change the letting process for both landlords, tenants, and letting agents. So it's thank you for your feedback, and best of luck with the rest of 2022, Josh.
Thank you very much. Hopefully it's a good one.